I'm here with 9/11 family members who are speaking out against the Ground Zero Mosque here at CPAC. And if I could just have you introduce yourselves one at a time.
My name is Joyce Poland.
Michael Curry.
Nelly Brackett.
Sally Reaganhart. I'm representing my son, firefighter Christian Reaganhart.
Thank you, ma'am.
Rosaline Callan.
Eileen Wolf.
Now, all of you live in New York City, and you have been trying to push back against the building of the Ground Zero Mosque.
Maybe someone will help us about that.
So tell me what your objections are to the Ground Zero Mosque, please.
Well, first of all, the building that they're trying to put it on, that building was destroyed by Muslim terrorists. It's part of the Ground Zero site. So I find it insulting to the families and to Americans that they then would not try to build an Islamic center on that particular site.
And we're really hoping here today that we can reach out to all Americans across the country about what is going on at Ground Zero in New York. All Americans were touched by what happened on 9/11, and we cannot forget. And by placing a mosque at Ground Zero, it's akin to forget. We're here to ask the American people to support us. We're here to ask for sensitivity. Sensitivity for what happened to us, how our children and our loved ones were murdered on that day. We're asking the people concerned with the Ground Zero Mosque to have sensitivity for our feelings and our grief, and to honor the sacred ground which was sanctified by the blood of our loved ones.
I believe that this is memorial for people who killed 3,000 Americans. It's not a constitution. It's not freedom of religion. It's just by geography. Nothing happened. They can build anywhere and pray anywhere, but not next to the Ground Zero, because blood stays a couple blocks away around Ground Zero. And this assaulted, I believe, not only family, it's all Americans. It's like a slap in the face to all of us. I have nothing to lose already. I lost. But all of you have a children. You have a grandchildren. You have any letter from God and guarantee what something not happen to kids who take a taxi, who take a metro, who sit in a restaurant. Who knows what place next will be blowing up? Nobody knows. World have to hear about this.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ma'am, you have a picture there of, is that your son?
My son, yes, he was 25 years old. He worked for Marshall McClellan. He was on 97th floor of Tower 1. And he was killed because he was an infidel. Ground Zero is my son's final resting place. It's not only his resting place for his ashes and his body, but also for all his hopes, his dreams, and his goals that were just wiped out that day. And I feel that there should be some respect given to my son's spirit, to his soul, and to his final resting place. Not only my son, but everyone else's loved ones that are still
But this
there.
is very for 3,000.
That won't
Didn't find one body, found pieces. Some people very, they put in the ground jackets, shoes, shorts. They didn't find one body. It's for all of us. It's only place for the people.
How has the city of New York responded to your concerns so far?
Mayor Bloomberg said what has to build. I'm so proud of him. I'm sorry what I vote for him. He said, what big deal? It's free country. Let's build next to your house. Not on our grave. Not one religion build anything on top of the cemetery. Did you see somebody build building on the cemetery? Nobody. And this is the part of the cemetery.
Mayor Bloomberg is hiding behind the developer's right to build, but he's not addressing whether this is the right thing to do at Ground Zero.
And this is your husband here?
This is my brother.
Your brother?
26. He was on the fire department 8 months. And his name was Sean.
Sean, what's the last name?
Sean Callan.
Sean Talon. Thank you very much.
And this is my son, who came from Reuters for meeting on 106th floor.
No, I live in Sunnyside, Queens, a small community outside of New York City, right over the 59th Street Bridge. And our community is very against, I'd say the majority of the people are against building this mosque. They feel it is insensitive and it is very intolerant of the Muslims who want to do this. I feel, besides Americans standing up and speaking out to the opposition, there are many moderate Muslims who should speak up, who are living in this country for years and years and earning a living and living off capitalism, which they tried to destroy. It's time for them to stand up with us to not build this. It's all about location. The location is wrong.
And what would be the message that you want the people here at CPAC to carry home with them when they leave here at CPAC?
I feel the message is we're asking for sensitivity. We're asking for understanding of the grief and the loss that we have had. You know, President Bush said that the attack in Ground Zero was the first battle of this war. It's a sacred ground, it's a battleground, it's a place that should be honored and respected. We're asking for sensitivity. The people that want to build this mosque and cultural center are telling us that we should be sensitive to them. We have the moral authority because of the bloodshed that we have endured. We are asking the American people to please support us in our goal, which is not to have this mosque and cultural center so close to where our loved ones were murdered on 9/11.
But not one political support us. Nobody. Everybody just shut mouth like they don't hear, don't see, cannot talk. Everybody's quiet. Nobody opened the mouth. They want
I think this is a great venue here at CPAC to be able to address people from all over the country who are patriotic, love their country, and really have the empathy for Ground Zero. We want just to have the opportunity to inform the people here at CPAC about what's going on in New York, what's being hidden, what they're getting away with doing in New York. We want the country to know about it.
And I'm sure there may be, and I'm sure there are, many elected officials that we don't know. Certainly the elected officials, the majority of them in New York and in New York City, have abandoned us. However, with the exception of Peter King, who has been just a stalwart supporter of ours. He respects the first responders, the uniformed services, as well as all the civilians who died that day. He has spoken out, and he has incurred a lot of wrath and opposition, but we thank him, and we know there are other people in the conservative movement, like Peter King, who will support us. We came here today to hope to meet some of these people and to thank them for the support they've given and ask them to join with us in this effort.
Thank you very much, and of course our hearts are with you. And
this affects not only New York, not only the United States, it affects the whole world. Looking around, what's going on around.
I also want to thank you for calling Patty out of the audience.
I'm sorry?
I want to thank you for calling Patty.
Pamela Geller, who's been doing a lot of work on this issue.
I also want to thank Pamela Geller for having us here today, because without her, this would be brushed under the rug. She's keeping this issue alive, and I thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.